Welcome to the Art of Digital Dialogue, where we explore unformatted and formatted I/O in C. We'll examine how raw binary data is translated into human-readable output. Without input/output, a computer is a, quote, black box. I/O allows us to feed data into memory and display results to the user. C relies on the standard library, specifically less than stdioh greater than for I/O functions. We have two main modes of communication. Formatted I/O using printf, and scanf, offers precise control over data types, ideal for calculations. Unformatted I/O using functions like getchar, and gets, handles raw characters and strings for text processing. The printf, function sends formatted output to the monitor. It requires a control string, which acts as the script, and a variable list providing the values or actors to fill the placeholders. Conversion specifiers, starting with the %, are the grammar of data. They bridge binary memory to readable text. For example, %d converts a binary integer into a decimal number for display. Escape sequences, preceded by a backslash, are instructions, not text. They control the cursor's behavior. And creates a new line, and creates a tab indentation. The scanf, function, short for scan formatted, allows the computer to listen by pausing execution and reading keyboard input. It uses a conversion specifier to determine the expected data type. The address operator, the ampersand symbol, is crucial for scanf, It tells the computer the exact memory location to store the received value, acting like GPS coordinates for the variable. A key limitation of scanf, is its handling of whitespace. When reading a string, scanf, treats any space, tab, or enter key as a terminator, stopping the input read at the first whitespace. For single characters, we use unformatted I/O getchar, reads one character and waits for enter, putchar var, writes one character immediately, getch, reads one character but does not wait for enter. To handle entire sentences, we use gets, and puts, Unlike scanf, gets, reads a full line until enter is pressed, accepting spaces. Puts, writes a string and automatically appends a new line. When choosing the right tool, remember that formatted I/O is complex, handles all data types, and stops at whitespace. Unformatted I/O is simpler, primarily for strings, and reads spaces. Here is an example demonstrating the dialogue in action. We use printf to display prompts, gets to read the full name, and scanf with a format specifier to read the age. The key takeaways are to always include less than stdioh greater than Remember the address rule. Scanf requires and for variables. Use specific format specifiers for data. Use gets, and puts, for cleaner sentence handling. For advanced reference, various character constants are used for specific formatting. Mastery of I/O is essential for providing a good user experience in console programming.